Hi, this is Adrienne King from Friday the 13th, and you're listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
Welcome back, everybody, to the attack of the Monday morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone. And we are grooving right along through hour number 2. I don't know, we got 14 minutes? 13, 14 minutes left of this hour. 1 hour left of the show, people. Coming up next hour, we got your wackadoo of the week. It's a crazy 12-year-old who actually has to be arrested, cuffed, and bagged. What? 12 years old? That's right. More punchlines. Old folks and hot sex. Getting drunk on balloons. And what has Kroger decided to add to their shelves? And Igor's Lube's It's always going to be brought to you by Igor's Lube. The Just a Few Questions review from inside the mothership. The Great Body Jumper with Black Heron. That'll round out the end of the show. But still coming up this hour, we got some things to talk about. It's not all about eyeball licking, people. That's right, we got other things going on. Things and stuff. And this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Lube. Located at www.igorslube.com. Igor introduces the final ingredient for love. It's Igor's Lube. From squeaky hinges and dry, flaky elbows to naked games of Twister and doing it, everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook. That's Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow at igorslube.com. That's www.igorslube.com. So, a principal got arrested at a strip club. Now, some of you might be saying, well, hey, you know what? What you do in your private life doesn't matter. So he should be allowed to go to a strip club, even though he is a principal of a high school. Well, I would agree with you that he would be allowed to go to a strip club and be the principal of a high school. However, to do something at a strip club that gets you arrested is already pushing into the other side. You know, we're like, okay, well, now there's something we got to wonder, what kind of a creep are you? But to get arrested as a principal of a high school at a strip club during a field trip, okay, you need to be fired. You need to be fired. So the principal of the high school is on a field trip with the students. Now, the students are not with him at the strip club, okay? So let's not go there. He did not bring the students with him to the strip club. But he went to the strip club while he was supposed to be with the kids on the field trip. Then ended up getting arrested there. So you did something crazy to get arrested on top of it, and that's not. I'm not getting into what you did or what you didn't do. I'm not going to argue all that. The fact is, you were arrested in a strip club, and you were supposed to be with the students on a field trip. So you can talk your way out however you want to try to talk your way out of that. But before he could be fired, he resigns. You know what that means, folks? Guilty as charged. That's what that means, folks. Sure, he could be like, well, I just didn't want to, have the burden on my family of going through a big old trial and a big old thing about getting fired. And I didn't want to just stretch it all out. Or it just meant he tried to get freaky with a stripper, got slapped in the face. He got frisky and got thrown out by the bouncer. And next thing you know, there's a big fight going on and the cops get called and he wasn't supposed to be there. It's one of those two things happen. He ended up getting arrested. So what do you think? Principals, come on. Get a grip, folks. Get a grip. I'm going to pull up this picture here if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. I'll pull up this picture here. This is an adorable wearing this t-shirt with her favorite cartoon characters on it. I'm not really familiar with these two characters. One's a frog. Oh, it's Frog and Toad. That's who it is. It's Frog and Toad. And she loves these little characters, so her mother went online and found a really good deal on this t-shirt. Well, Frog and Toad. And, of course, it was some Japanese company out in the middle of nowhere that doesn't have to follow any kind of regulations for, copyright. So, apparently, when she saw the shirt, and the shirt had no words on it. She orders the shirt, and when the shirt arrives, apparently this Japanese company went and pulled the wrong image off of the internet, because at the bottom, and I'm going to now get rid of the telephone number that's on the screen right now so you can see the bottom. Now, we do have the curse word is blurred out there, but you got Frog and Toad on a bicycle built for two riding, and it's all innocent, and this little girl's wearing it, and at the bottom it says, and I'm not going to say it, it says F the police. F the police on the kid's shirt. And, okay, it's in a kid's size. Okay, so it's probably, like we said, it's probably an internet picture that was taken by an employee at a Japanese company that didn't read English, didn't know. Maybe they thought it said Frog and Toad. But it says F the police. And who would have made the shirt in the first place? Who would have made that picture and put it on the internet? It's hilarious to me. But, I mean, look at this child. She's smiling big, and Mom took the picture. So I'm wondering, did she take this picture after she realized what it said and then realized it in the picture? Or did she realize it as soon as she took it out of the bag but decided to put it on her child and take the picture so she could make a bigger deal out of it? Either way, F the police is on this kid's shirt. Not cool. Not cool, man. It's funny, though. It's just not cool. So, anyway, be careful what you order, man. Check all that stuff out real careful before you just let your kid go and start wearing it. I hope she didn't go anywhere wearing the shirt. You know, she went to school or something. I wonder how long that would have made it through the course of the day before a teacher finally noticed. You know, because I would imagine most people would just look at the shirt, see the picture, and not really pay attention to what it says underneath because it's done in a very, like it belongs there. Unbelievable, though. Anyway. Order from a reputable company with licensed apparel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get the apparel from Alien X Gear at the alienxradio.com website. We have shirts from Igor's Lube. I'm telling you, go there and order one right now. Have it shipped right to your house. They're available right now in just about any color you can think of. All different sizes. Anyway, enough shameful promotion. No, there's never such thing as enough shameful promotion. Anyway, that poor child. Right? Look at her smiling. I wouldn't say poor child. She's pretty happy. So that brings us to this final little story here I'm going to talk about for about a minute and a half before we take our short break and go into hour number 3. Hour number 3 is there is a retired defense specialist from the United States government who has now switched his opinions on whether or not UFOs exist. He, of course, was adamant that there's no evidence whatsoever. We do not believe that UFOs exist at all. And now he is saying, guess what, folks? They do exist. They have been here. They've been flying around. There are aliens. And anytime that I'm thinking, yeah, I'm Alien Stone, and it's Alien X Radio, have I seen any unrefutable evidence of aliens? I have not. I have not seen such evidence. Am I open to this evidence? I'm for sure open to it because I believe that it exists. Okay, I do believe that aliens do exist. Whether or not any of the evidence is real, I have the slightest idea. But this guy says that they do exist, and disclosure is on its way. Another thing that's on its way is hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Right after this short break, pause in the action for station identification. Go nowhere as the attack continues after this.
Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporko Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy. Igor?
And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes. So you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
UG Media and Lynette Craig Band Management present South African band sensation Defy Theory, coming to the United Kingdom July 2019. Playing at Wharton Music Festival, they are joined by Shropshire's alt rockers Black Bear Kiss and Coventry City's Blackwater Fiend for a multiple date tour. That's Defy Theory, Black Bear Kiss and Blackwater Fiend. 3 great bands on one fantastic tour. Full details and gig dates to be released soon. Defy Theory, Black Bear Kiss and Blackwater Fiend on tour 2019.
Smash Concerts and Alien X Radio presents Smash Fest 6. Live at the historic Token Lounge in Westland, Michigan. Saturday, June 22nd. Get ready to get smashed with Extremists, Refueled, Redemption Road, Catharsis Theory, The Turing Test, and Negative Gravity. The Token Lounge is located at 28945 Joy Road in Westland, Michigan. Doors are at 6 p.m. Advance tickets are just $10 and $15 the day of. We'll be broadcasting live on AlienXRadio.com, YouTube, and Facebook. Smash Fest 6 at the Token Lounge, Saturday, June 22nd. Get smashed!
Hi, I'm Barry, owner-operator of Barry's Barometer Barn. Lately, I bet you've been lying awake at night asking yourself, how many barometers do I really need? Well, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we think you need more than one. Otherwise, we're gonna go out of business. Remember, at Barry's Barometer Barn, we don't know the meaning of high-pressure sales. Come on, folks, buy another barometer.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Welcome, everybody, to hour number 3 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. 1 hour to go. 1 hour to go, people. And don't forget, the big old money shot at the end of this hour is the review of just a few questions from inside the mothership, brought to you by Igor's Lube. It's the Great Body Jumper. And in studio for that, just a few questions, was the band Black Heron. They were in also, if you wanted to hear the replay of Inside the Mothership, this week coming up. Make sure you head on over to alienxradio.com and look at the schedule for the replay times. Because Black Heron introduced 2 brand spanking new songs, which we will be playing this hour as well. That's right. So, anyway, coming up this hour, old folks and hot sex, along with the punchlines for this hour. This week's NPR News update. Getting drunk on balloons and what has Kroger added to their shelves. And then, of course, as I said, the Great Body Jumper. Just a few questions. That's our money shot. Our finale. The ending of our show. But first, let's go ahead and get to... I haven't done one of these in a while. Remember these?
And now your wackadoo of the week.
All right, that was this week's wackadoo of the week. I know it was a little hard to hear there because, it was recorded from body cams and everything else. But a couple of police officers were called to the scene. The cops were called for whatever reason. There was a disturbance happening with this young guy, okay, which turns out to be a child. He's only 12 years old. Okay, he's only 12 years old. Now, certainly when somebody says, oh, my God, he's 12 years old and they're arresting him, you can't do that. He's a minor and all that. Okay, well, here's the other side of the coin. What are you supposed to do then? What are you supposed to do? Let him do what he was doing that would get an adult arrested? Just let the kid keep doing it because he's a kid? No, you try to diffuse a situation. Sometimes you got to put your hands on him. And this is a police officer's job too. Okay? Well, the kid is, of course, resisting in a big way. And then he actually, and I'm sure that you heard it there twice, at least twice, he spit in the officer's face, which is why he was handcuffed and bagged. Bagged means they put a bag over your head. You can breathe through it, no problem, but obviously you can't spit through it. So they put it on the head of anybody who's spitting. Okay, and of course, bystanders are, you can't do that, he's a minor. Okay, well, you also weren't here for what he was doing. We don't know what he was doing. The camera starts at a certain point. They're already there to arrest him, and they're not. Are they actually arresting him? I don't know. They're like, your parents got to be here. Okay, well, maybe they're trying to get him under control and in a place while they can then get a hold of the parents and bring the parents. I don't know. My point is this. Raise your kids better or beat them. I'm just saying, you got to do something, man, because these kids have absolutely no respect for people, no respect for the law whatsoever. And what are we supposed to tell our law enforcement? Just let them do what they want to do. Well, when you let a kid do what they want to do, they become an adult that thinks they can do whatever they want to do. So either you have to teach them right from wrong, or the police are going to have to put their hands on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know any other way to put that. I don't understand. Our hands are tied at that point. Oh, see how I tied that together? Oh, I tied it together again. The music from Kill Code and Tied on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
This is Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
twisted soul, wanting for an angel's kiss. Sorrowful with heat black heart, like the grave where breath runs out of light. It belongs to me, twisted forever longing for in the silence, waiting will she bring the rain. Slow wine violence, waiting life in suffering.
got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the? Florida?
Yes. A little surprise. What the Florida coming in. Let's get to some of these Florida headlines. Florida man dies in meth lab explosion after lighting his farts on fire. So, apparently that's not one of the ingredients. Just saying. Florida guy, come on. You're smart enough to figure out how to make meth. You're smart enough to figure out how to make it into a business. You're not smart enough to figure out how to not break the law, but you're also not smart enough to understand that when you're on a meth lab, you definitely don't want open flames and all kinds of stuff like that. And you're lighting your farts on fire. Way to go, Floridian. Florida man tells cop his name is Ben Dover. A little homage there to Chevy Chase. I don't think he said that, though. No, yes. Well, he made the joke. He made the joke, yes. Prisoner actually said, bend over, if you know what I mean. But anyway, the guy was like, yeah, what's your name? And he just kept saying, my name's Bend Over, Bend Over, Bend Over. I'm sure that he got arrested, and then when the camera wasn't on, he got arrested harder. Florida man leads police chase while driving General Lee replica. Yeehaw! Hopefully he didn't jump because, every one of those cars was destroyed at the end of every one of those jumps. Florida man steals car, kills dog, chases man with axe, found naked in a chicken coop. We talked about this earlier. It happened in Florida. Any wonder? And finally, a naked Florida man, had to be naked, burns down his house while trying to bake cookies on a George Foreman grill. That's not what they're for, guy. They're there to cut out the fat. They can't cut out your stupidity. Okay? They can't make you not stupid. They cannot make you stupid. And finally, I think I got a picture for this one. Well, something. That's a cool picture, though. Anybody who's not listening to the show right now and they look up and see this, like, what is he talking about? Yes. An old couple, for some reason, they thought that it would be an interesting thing. They were going to have sex, but they were going to have some kinky kind of sex that involved a flamethrower. Dude, I'm just telling you. That was what the story said. I have no idea in what capacity you could use a flamethrower and not burn your house down. Okay, that's right. We got a lot of stories today about people burning their houses down, doing stupid stuff. Well, number one, having any kind of sex involving a flamethrower is probably already a bad idea. It's on the list of things you shouldn't do in life, ever. Okay, I'm just saying. But yes, and it's an elderly couple. Not that that really matters. I mean, stupid is as stupid doesn't know any age limit. They have no clue. Oh wow, I can't find my music. Really? So that's not gonna play either. Oh yeah, that's not gonna play. Ain't that nice? Anyway, so what if you can think of some way that you could use a flamethrower for sex at any age? 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Them's the numbers. I want you to give me a call. And in the meantime, we are going to rock out to a little of the Kenny Hill Group and Johnny Sacco. And I'm trying to find the new version of Johnny Sacco. Oh, there it is. Because they have just re-recorded their album, everybody. The Kenny Hill Group. Make sure that you go check it out. They just got done re-recording and remastering all the songs. So this is one of my favorite tunes on the album. It's called Johnny Sacco and His Flying Robot. And you're listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Bus commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome.
All right, everybody, we are up against another break. It is time now to take said break. A little moment to introduce you to our sponsors, but hey, still coming up. What do we got still coming up? We've got getting drunk on balloons. What does that even mean? I'll tell you exactly what I'm talking about. And Kroger has added a series of products to their shelves. They're going to make a great number of people happy and a great number of people all crybaby and whiny. So I'll tell you about that also when we come back. As well as, brought to you by Igor's Lube, Just a Few Questions review from Inside the Mothership, which can be heard live at 12 noon Eastern every Sunday, right here on Alien X Radio and UG Media and Raw Talk Online. And then also heard in replay on our other fine affiliates around the world. God, I love my affiliates. Anyway, we're going to take said break. Oh, the name of Just a Few Questions this week is The Great Body Jumper with Black Heron. The band Black Heron stopped in and they answered just a few questions along with D. That's right, sometimes I make multiple people uncomfortable at the same time. It's a gangbang of uncomfortable questions coming up. But first, we got to take a short break, pausing the action for station identification, and it's time for the prospect to bring you up to speed on what's happening in the world of sports. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the prospect.
Hello all and welcome to the weekly sports update with the prospect on Alien X Radio. The NBA Finals is going exactly the way I expected, which is the same for everyone that's not currently living in the state of California. The Golden State Warriors isn't looking so golden, down 3-1 in a series of surging Toronto Raptors. Now, the case as to why the situation is the way it is could be because of the fact that Kawhi Leonard is in top form, or Pascal Siakam and Kyle Lowry are emerging as key players while journeyman Marc Gasol provide the help that's needed while necessary, or it could just be because the Raptors are exposing the now weakened Warriors for what they really are, a group of men, not machines. The team flirting with dynasty status have been exposed after Kevin Durant left the Western Conference Finals with a calf injury and hasn't been seen in these finals at all. And they thought that the returning DeMarcus Cousins or Andre Iguodala were enough to assist the team in their quest, but their one win was all to show for their efforts thus far. Now the game shifts back north, at least for one more game, at Scotiabank Arena. If the Warriors somehow escape Canada unscathed and take the fight back to the Oracle Arena for one final game there, one person who won't be there is part owner Mark Stevens, who was banned by the league for one game and fined $500,000 for pushing and cursing at Lowry during Game 3 when he was diving for the ball in the stands. Stevens, who wasn't involved in the dive or was hurt, apologized profusely for the incident and agreed on the punishment. The tennis world has been turned upside down as the French Open has seen some fresh faces and broken streaks. On the women's side, Ashley Barty claimed her first Grand Slam title after defeating Marketa Vondrousova in straight sets 6-1, 6-3, and by doing so becomes the first Australian woman to win the title since 1973. On the men's side, Rafael Nadal has a new opponent in the finals as he plays against Dominic Thiem. Thiem got to the final by defeating Novak Djokovic in 5 sets. This ends Djokovic's streak of 26 consecutive major match victories, which was pretty impressive. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I am the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Ashes of the Westland, The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We are almost out of time for the live stuff here because we still got to do the replay of Just a Few Questions, which happens during Inside the Mothership. And I think I might have to get my phone system worked on because there's something wrong with it. It seems like every time I answer it, there's an a-hole on the other side. So it makes me not want to answer the phone half the time, you know what I mean? Nobody knows how to call in and be respectful, you know what I'm saying? They got to call in and immediately start throwing out curse words, even though I said we're on an FM station, and you can't do that. But they do it anyway, so I have to hang up on them. And then I have to ignore them because they keep calling because they're a pest. If you happen to be somebody actually trying to get a hold of the station, then you can always contact me in other ways and let me know so that I can expect your phone call, I guess. Got to get myself a screener. Still looking for that intern. Anyway, we're going into Just a Few Questions right now. Just a few questions. And Black Heron was in studio. This one is called The Great Body Jumper. Check it out.
Just a few questions.
All right, everybody. It's a little early, but it's now time. Just a few questions. You will answer some Just a Few Questions.
Oh, will I?
Yes.
Oh.
And
who's it brought to you by?
Also in the studio, also answering Just a Few Questions. Yeah. Black Heron.
All right.
So ready? Give it up, everybody. Yes, nice.
Yeah, slap hands. Slap hands.
All right. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturday nights for Spork Alive with DJ Wild Bill. And now you can order online for delivery with Uber Eats and Grubhub at www.ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. Are you ready to answer just a few questions?
Yes.
Yes,
indeed.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Oh, look at this. See, I'm not even prepared here. Let's get this ready.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. All right. Damn. You went to bed last night just like any other night, but when you woke up, you felt a bit different. You no longer felt like yourself. You flash back and remember to the movie Freaky Friday and start to imagine what it would be like if you switched bodies with someone.
John Travolta.
Oh, well. You decide it's time to get up. But there's something wrong. You don't have any legs.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan.
You don't have any arms.
Torso boy.
You don't have a human form.
Wow.
It's not Friday, but it's definitely freaky. You have somehow switched bodies with the 1980s television icon Kit from Knight Rider.
What?
What? That is correct.
So I'm now
Took
Kit.
a left turn.
You are now Kit from Knight Rider. You are now a black Firebird Trans Am with a sweeping red light for a grill. You roar out of the garage and down the driveway out into traffic. What do you think are some of the benefits and downfalls of your new condition? A, you have a turbo boost, and you can outrun any other car on the road, including the police. But you're a black car with black leather interior, and if you still had balls, I'm sure that you would sweat them off in the summertime.
Yeah.
B, you have retractable machine guns, so you can clear the roadway of morons ahead of you. But even though you have an array of high-tech gadgets and weaponry, you still only have a Blue Book value of a 36-year-old car. Or C, you get to hang out with the world's renowned recording artist and superstar, David Hasselhoff.
The Hoff.
Hoffman.
But he's going to be inside you.
Oh.
Ooh.
No one wants that. Without a shirt.
Oh, I like that. He's adding stuff now. I like that. D, you are fireproof, bulletproof, and can sustain several direct missile strikes. You're practically indestructible, but Eddie Murphy can still take you out by putting his banana in your tailpipe.
That was good.
We're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Igor's lube, everybody. Igor's lube. Banana in the
To get the
tailpipe.
banana out of your tailpipe.
Or in. Or both. Slowly.
No, man, you gotta save them more. So,
I ain't gonna fall for no banana in the tailpipe.
And go.
I'm gonna go with B.
B, you have retractable machine guns so that you can clear the roadway of morons ahead of you, but even though you have an array of high-tech gadgets and weaponry, you still only have a Blue Book value of a 36-year-old car.
Don't care.
Cool.
I'm still blowing bitches up.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what it's all about.
Right.
Out the way, I'm late for work.
I'm going with the banana in the tailpipe.
Always.
You want to be...
Go with the banana in the tailpipe.
Achilles heel.
I'm going to go with A.
Going with A. Because you have the turbo charger and you can blow off any, blow off.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah. You can blow away any other car on the road, including the police.
Yeah.
But you're going to sweat your balls off in the hot black car.
That don't matter.
That's true. You just roll down all the windows.
Yeah.
Go with the breeze going. And it's an old car, too. That means that the air conditioner has that old vent there, the ball cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll be all right.
It's like the old Sabre.
You're totally fine.
Two down at 150.
I'm going to go with B as well.
You're going with B as well because the machine guns are awesome.
Yeah, like who doesn't want to clear morons
Who
out
cares what it's
in front
worth?
of you?
I'm with you.
It's a matter of what it's worth to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to me, a 36-year-old car could be worth $50, but if I can blow somebody off,
what?
Wah, wah. Blow somebody up.
I can hear the auto-tune version of that now.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Right.
Well, I'm going with B as well because I know what I'm worth.
All right.
All right. Simple.
All right, cool. So there was no wild card answer on that one. But the bonus question is, what do you think? Make one up.
David Hasselhoff.
Give me a good reason why it would be awesome to be Kit. And then the reason it would be bad.
Pass.
Pass.
I mean, good one, dude.
You would do that with the turbocharger right around.
It's already a win. I've always wanted to own a fucking Thunder.
I don't know. Did Kit from Knight Rider have like the oil spill thing?
Oh, he had everything. He could fly even at one point, I think. At one point, little wings came out.
I've never seen Knight Rider.
No,
so this is a hard question.
So
I only saw the bench warmers.
I think
you
it'd
know,
be
Mel
cool.
had the car.
Oh, yeah.
But you know about it, but you never saw it. Yeah.
I think it would be cool to have the oil spill, so when people are tailgating, you can just hit the oil spill thing and they can spin out. But a downside would be
instead of oil spill, it's Igor's lube.
Yeah. Hashtag Igor's lube.
Better than an oil spill.
It's slippier than an oil spill.
You have to get hosed down.
But then, the downside would be Hasselhoff with no shirt on and having to clean your car.
Oh, God.
in your driveway.
While listening to Whitesnake songs.
Oh. That's like a mental stain, man.
Love that I'm
You'd be
feeling.
able to drive it.
Anybody got another one?
Anybody?
I don't got anything.
No. Pass.
The Gene Simmons vault will not fit inside.
That's true. It's pretty large.
It will if you use Igor's lube.
Yeah.
It's a
Anything will fit inside.
Marshall today, man.
All right. So, question number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 2 is, so, after an amazing day as Kit, you head back to the garage and go to sleep. When you wake up, you realize that it has happened again. But this time, you have switched bodies with the Hedgehog. No, I'm not talking about the Sega game character. I'm talking about the porn star, Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
horrible.
Given your pop culture knowledge, how do you think a normal day would go for you as Ron Jeremy? A, wake up and climb out from under a pile of naked people, make a cup of coffee and a shot of whiskey, and start looking for a reality TV show to audition for. B, you wake up and have your live fluffer take care of little Jeremy, pour a glass of orange juice, and pop your VHS copy of Surreal Life Season 4, watching it with the blinds and your robe open. C, you wake up and start remembering all the hot chicks that you used to bang back in the day and how you even used to get paid for it. And then you remember that you're just today's Ron Jeremy, so you rub one out into a dirty sock, catch the afternoon showing of Howard the Duck at the Dollar Show. Or D, make up your own answer, and go.
I'm going C, sponsored by hashtag Igor's Lube.
All right.
Because Leah Thompson was in Howard the Duck, and she looked good.
You know?
Yeah.
In that movie.
Okay.
Howard the Duck. These guys are not going to remember. These guys are not going to
No,
know.
that's
Howard
so.
the Duck is
I've
all.
seen it.
Fun fact, I know what.
They're a little
the
fuzzy
Duck
on
is.
VHS even. They're like, let's...
Oh, no, I know.
Dude, we had Titanic on VHS.
I still have a
I pop
VCR
posted
that
on
works.
3 VHS
I got
tapes
one
made
too.
one thing of Titanic. No,
Oh, yeah.
I watched Kiss Me So Fab in the Park on mine.
Oh, yeah.
Bootleg VHS
I have a whole room
tapes.
of VHS tapes still.
He has a whole room
I
of
got rid
Kiss.
of all mine, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd probably write my own Igor's Lube commercial because it's quite simple.
Yeah.
You just come up with a bunch of slogans, record them as Ron Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely. See, we need to get this guy on board. Him and Pee Wee Herman.
Secret word, Igor's Lube.
Get both of them in the commercial together with Ace Barsley.
Yeah.
Chose one.
I think I'll go with C, man. Howard
C?
the Duck. Can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with the duck.
Or rubbing one out there.
Right.
You know.
There wasn't anything negative in that one, you know?
It's not negative. Maybe if there are people watching.
There was a
maybe.
decline in awesomeness, but you know he was pretty up there. So there was room to move.
I mean, I'm going to do what I normally do, with the exceptions. I'm going to watch Howard the Duck.
Yeah. Why not?
That's the actual finale. To
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Everything else is just the normal day. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just a Tuesday.
No, I definitely am going with the Howard the Duck as well. That's
Howard the
what I
Duck.
would be doing. Yep.
Well, I'm going to make up my own because what I understand is he does like comedy shows now. So that'd be pretty fun to do. It's just like
I think he does. Wasn't he at the Token a few months back?
I think so. So yeah, like that would be my typical days. Like I just go and do my comedy.
Actually, he was. I do remember him being at the Token. All right, yeah.
All right. Igor's Loop, man. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Dude, can you imagine we get Ron Jeremy to be a spokesperson for Igor's Loop?
That's yeah.
This is
And
like
Pee Wee Herman.
And Pee Wee Herman.
This is like Bill and Ted. Like
little children.
we need Eddie Van Halen.
Excuse me, Usher. I'm trying to rub one out.
Use that.
We'll probably get him to do it.
I'm trying to use the lube.
That's terrible.
Question number 3.
All right, so question number 3. After rubbing another one out
Oh my gosh, it's Fist of Fury.
and having your manager shave your back and taint, you drift off to sleep with visions of all the hot porn chicks that you used to bang all those years ago. But now, morning has broken and a new day has dawned. Today you feel odd again as you open your eyes and at first thought you have been at first thought you had been covered with mud or poop. But as your vision begins to focus, you soon realize that you have switched bodies with the intergalactic mobster Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, wow. Man.
As Jabba the Hutt, what would you most want to be remembered for? A, you were a ruthless gangster that kept Han Solo hanging on his wall like a NASCAR collector plate from Lifetime magazine. B, eat whole frog-like creatures straight from the bowl where they're still alive and maintaining a figure that resembles a lopsided soft-serve turd. B, you look like a lopsided turd. Come on now.
I thought it was funny.
Just kind of cocked sideways, like, yeah, I know. A sideways turd worm. Having super hot princess in gold bikini. Oh, let's start over again. Having a super hot princess in a golden bikini chained to your throne, but nobody thought anything was going on because no one at the prop department could imagine what Jabba's dick should look like. And neither did you until just now. What's Jabba the Hutt's dick look like?
Probably like a sideways turd. You know?
Look, that turd had a child.
It looks like like another Jabba.
No, it looks like a corn kernel.
Yeah.
I think you guys are disturbing the fact that you're actually thinking about it.
I bet you he doesn't even know. Like,
that's the point of
there's
just
no way
questions. They get you thinking, man. Get your brain.
All right, what's D?
D is when the reporter from the Empire Gazette shows up. Investigators on the scene told him that you were found dead with a chain wrapped around your neck and that you were clearly a victim of autoerotic asphyxiation.
Hell yeah.
Like Michael Hutchins and David Carradine. And go. And there is a wild card answer.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I thought D was pretty clever. I'm going with D.
You're going with D.
Hoping somebody else will choose a wild card because I still want to know what this
Wild card, secret word.
Secret word.
I'll go with wild card.
Wild card is you would be hoped to be noticed, best known for subtitles.
yeah. That is totally
weak.
sick.
That's weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
I'm going to go with B because frog-leg creatures and, eating them. That's what I want to be known for if I could do that. So
I would like a dish of them and those little spider creatures from the Dark Crystal that ran across the table.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
If you could contain them all in an eating area.
You'd eat
yeah,
them?
Without them running away.
Man.
All right. And continue. Oh, my God.
Aaron.
Jesus.
He don't even know.
C. No, C.
C. Oh, because the hot Princess Leia, and now nobody knows what you're already thinking about what the dick looks like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody got a good mental picture
Yep.
of Jabba's?
So,
Little Jabba?
guys.
Little Jabba.
Little Jabba.
Little
Little
Jabba.
J.
The only Star Wars I've seen is
He
the
hasn't
Family
seen
Guy
Star Wars.
Jabba was in.
So-
I'm sure you know who Jabba the Hutt is.
I do. The
Yeah.
wild card. I'll just pick the wild card because I don't really know.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you already picked the wild card. We went this way this time.
No, we
didn't.
like that.
Who called the wild card?
That was
Yeah.
Stack.
Gummy bears are cool.
They're sick, you.
All right. Bonus question.
Boner question.
Oh, no. Number 2. Number 4.
Do you think that Jabba's dick would look more like a baby Ruth or more like Mr. Hanky without a hat?
Mr. Hanky without a hat.
All right. Okay, we can all agree on that one then, right? Now we've all focused. See, we all had this kind of an idea, and now we've all focused it together.
Yeah.
And now we've got it, see?
Got the answer.
Come together.
Rise me and I love you, baby Ruth.
Oh, my God. And now it is time. Lightning strikes. Kit is a firebird or a thunderbird?
He's a firebird.
Correct, he is a firebird.
Lightning strikes again.
Kit was voiced by William Daniels or Daniel Williams?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Shoot. I don't know.
William Daniels.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah!
No, you are right. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Ron Jeremy was in a movie called Fury of the Fist and the Golden Fleece.
False.
True.
I don't
You gotta all come together.
True, man.
come together. Sure.
I say false.
On
I'm
an
sticking
answer.
with my
I'm going to say false, too.
So most people say false?
Sure.
Okay, so the answer is the final answer is false.
False.
Oh,
Don't listen to me.
He was in a movie. That's right. That called.
listen to Kev,
But I don't
know?
believe it's a porno though.
Probably.
If it was, then you would know for sure.
Dave would know.
I would probably, yeah. Well, I can go check my collection.
Was that porno that Meryl Streep was in?
Is Ron Jeremy's penis longer or shorter than 9 inches?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that.
GeneSimmonsVault.com. I don't know.
You can always answer that by saying, well, I would have to guess.
I don't even want to guess on that. I'm going to say shorter, man. I'll guess.
One for shorter.
I don't know, man, because the dude's known for being the hedgehog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
very small.
assume,
Kinda.
guess, it's longer.
You got one for shorter, one for longer.
I'll say
Wild card.
wild card.
Igor's up.
Longer.
Yeah.
One for longer.
Short.
Middle. I don't know. I'll just say longer.
Longer. So we got 3 longer.
I'm
I'm
be
gonna
right.
say it is 9 inches.
Damn.
That's the wild card.
I don't like. It's longer than 9 inches.
Huh.
That's a big winker, man.
That is.
A winker.
Sorry, man. Yeah, because it squirts in her eye and then she's got a wink. Like,
Tally
See, I've only seen him in Orgasmo and Boondock Saints.
Orgasmatron.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in Boondock Saints.
Yeah, he was in both of those.
yeah, he does some non-porno stuff too.
Well, he does comedy movies about pornos.
Yeah. That as well. Jabba the Hutt, ladies' man or just a bad date?
Ladies, man.
Get shot or tossed into the Earth's tooth-filled vagina?
Tooth-filled vagina.
Eaten by the rancor.
I'd rather get shot.
The Rancor, yeah.
Not the Sarlacc pit.
Not the Rancor. It's the Earth's tooth-filled vagina. So what was that thing called?
Sarlacc.
It was in the
Sarlacc.
It was
Starlight Express. Starlight Express. Starlight Express. I don't know.
What is
It's past his bedtime, man.
what is wrong with you today?
The answer is get shot. I'd much rather get shot because remember you would be digested over the course of 1,000 years.
That's what I want, man.
Man, you are a strange cat today, too.
I know.
He likes it.
Man.
Where'd you guys go for breakfast, man?
Holiday Grill.
Holiday Grill.
Nice talking to you. Don't eat the pancakes.
Oh, yeah. No, I got you.
We did.
Hash browns are wonderful.
And that has been just a few questions.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, folks, we are just about out of time, and there was a couple of things I was going to talk about that I didn't think I was going to have time for, but I'm going to slam them in there really fast. That's what she said before we get out of here. I'm talking about Kroger adding a line of CBD oil products to their shelves. So, yes, here in Michigan anyway, it is legal, so you know what? They're going to put it on their shelves for you. Now, a lot of people are going to cry, piss, and moan about it, you know what I'm saying, that they don't want them on the shelves. But you know what? Some people want them. They're allowed. They're legal. They're being taxed. And Kroger has finally grown a ball sack and decided that they are going to put these things on the shelves. So if you need your CBD oil products, they're going to have several of them on the shelves at your local Krogers here in the Detroit/Michigan area. Go on and check them out. Also, there's a picture, as you can see here, if you're looking on Facebook or on YouTube right now. Alcohol Mist is the name of this machine. You pour alcohol in it and you put a balloon on it. And what it does is it manages to vaporize, turning the alcohol into a vapor, that's correct, which it then fills a balloon with an air. So it's now air alcohol. Air alcohol, my friends. What in the hell is air alcohol? I'm here to tell you. It's in this balloon. And then what you do is you know how you used to do with the helium? You'd suck the helium in and then you would talk like this. Well, now you inhale the alcohol and you get wasted almost immediately. Is this good for you? I'm sure it is not. But there it is, people. Alcohol Mist. Are they going to start having this at the bar near you? I don't know. I'm sure it causes cancer like everything else. But anyway, we're out of here. I do want to thank you for tuning in to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am Alien Stone, and until next time, peace out, yo.
This is flight number 914 from Earth to our